Well, we've been talking a lot about relationships and loving others, but we find a great scripture in Matthew 22, verse 37 to 39, where Jesus tells us the two greatest commandments, and that is to love God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbors as ourselves. These verses really provide a blueprint for healthy and wise relationships, and they emphasize three things. Yes, that's right. Love God, love others, and love ourselves as God has created each of us to be. But how do we do this? How do we intentionally love well? Well, first of all, we need to love God first, above all else. Loving God wholeheartedly is the foundation of every healthy relationship. Often we place unrealistic expectations on other people, and that causes frustration. Expecting friends to solve our problem, or spouses to fill our voids, or bosses to validate our worth. This only leads to disappointment because really only God can meet our deepest needs. And when we allow God to be the center of our lives, we gain clarity. This not only reduces frustration, but also deepens our ability to love others through challenges. And as we're filled with the love and grace that God provides, we can love others well. Well, secondly, we need to love through actions. Love isn't just a feeling or isn't just words. It's a choice that's expressed through our actions. The world often treats love as fleeting, but scripture really calls us to this deeper commitment of love. And a great and practical way to love others is by practicing intentional encouragement. Speak life into the people around you, acknowledge their efforts, celebrate their victories, and affirm their God-given worth. I love the scripture in Proverbs 16, verse 24 that says, "Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones." Simple, genuine words of encouragement can strengthen connections, foster trust, and bring healing to strained relationships. And lastly, it's important that as we love well, that we appreciate differences. God created each and every one of us uniquely, and wise relationships honor those differences. Romans 14, verse 13 encourages us to avoid condemning others and instead value their God-given design. So rather than trying to mold people into who we think they should be, we can celebrate their unique qualities. In doing so, we cultivate understanding and strengthen connections with each other. And when we see others through the lens of God's love, we grow in patience, acceptance, and gratitude for the diversity that actually enriches our relationships. So by loving God first, choosing to love through our actions, and embracing the beauty of our differences, we can build relationships that reflect His glory and build in us bold faith.